I'm Mark Scherer. I'm the CEO and founder of Encompass Life and the host of the Wellness Revolution podcast. And today we have a special guest from Chicago by way of Orlando, Florida, and a very creative, beautiful young lady with a degree in economics that has and some really great, and I do believe some really, really great parents behind her. And her name is Chandra Davis. And she is very creative and she is doing a new way of applying facial products,
Skincare. Uh-huh.
skincare, skincare
Yep.
products.
Mhm.
And what has you, can you describe a little bit about yourself and where you came from and why you're doing what you're doing?
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Chandra Davis. I am a licensed esthetician. I'm from Orlando, Florida, born and raised, proud Floridian, but I'm now living in Chicago, Illinois, proud Chicagoan as well. I grew up with a solid middle class family. Both my parents still married. They really instilled in us values of hard work and curiosity. I would definitely say a lot of curiosity in my household. My dad uh, kind of raised us with not just answering our questions, but he'd always say, go look it up, go find out, or tinker with it, try and problem solve your way through it. He wasn't very, um, I guess, ambitious in giving us the, like he was very, like he really pulled back on. And I think that helped me a lot in formulating my viewpoint of the world and how I can solve problems for myself. It really did empower me and it gave me the confidence I needed at a very young age to kind of go and figure it out on my own.
Hmm.
And because of that upbringing, particularly from my dad, I've been able to problem solve my way into a new kind of skincare product that I'm releasing to the public.
Awesome. It reminds me of a scriptural quote. Give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and they
Um,
feed themselves. Your dad's a
yes.
script, your dad's a scripture guy.
Uh-huh. Yeah. For
And
sure.
I
For
empower,
sure.
dear, I empower you to empower yourself.
Yes. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
That's
So I'm
awesome.
very, very fortunate in that regard, for sure.
Yeah, and that creates a very self-fulfilled person.
It does. It's not just so much self-fulfillment. It's like this level of peace, calm, like knowing that you have the tools and resources in your own arsenal to figure something out. And if you don't, which I know I'm not supposed to say that, you have the opportunity to go out and find those resources and those tools to kind
Yeah,
of add to it to figure out your problem. And I have to say that is one of my greatest strengths in being able to kind of take a step back, woosah out and think about my problems and figure a solution out for it.
yeah. Einstein, he said if somebody gave him a problem to solve, put a gun to his head, I'll give you an hour to solve this issue. He said he would spend the first 50 minutes coming up with the correct question to ask himself, and the last 10 minutes to solve the issue.
Oh wow. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
Huh. Put me on something new then.
yeah. It's always a question that gives us the answer. You got to ask the right question to get the answer.
Mm, quite true.
Yeah,
Quite true.
awesome.
Quite
So
true.
tell us about your products.
So my products
You're gonna play.
are, what was that?
You're gonna play Vanna.
Yeah. My products are these small little boxes here of skincare films. And how they work is this down here. You remove the film from the bottom like so, and this is your skincare product. This is a facial cleanser. And what happens is once you add water to it, it will dissolve and it becomes your facial cleanser, which you can apply directly to your skin. And the same thing for the facial balm. And I created these products really in response to the issue of plastic recycling. I found out a couple years ago that my recycled waste was not really being recycled. It was actually winding up in a landfill.
Hmm.
And I know this because I caught a sanitation worker back in 2019 dumping my recycling bin in the back of his garbage, which was marked for regular waste. And I knew then I was like, this is a joke. Like I'm,
Mm.
washing out all these bottles and jars. I'm removing the labels. I'm separating the tops from the bottles. And I put it in the recycling bin only to find that the sanitation worker was just really dumping everything on the back of the truck that wasn't going to go to a recycling center. It was going to go to a landfill. And I really wanted to create a product that addressed the afterlife of product packaging and ensuring that if it does wind up in a landfill, which most likely it will, it won't be as harmful or as detrimental to the environment if it's all made of paper. So that's really where my motivation for creating these products came from.
And do you travel a lot as well?
I do travel, not as much since COVID, but I do travel quite a bit. And I have found that these products are very, very helpful with travel because of one, how small they are. Two, there's no liquid, so you don't have to worry about TSA restrictions. And three, it comes with 180 film strips, which means there's enough product in here for 3 months. So if you were on an extended trip or vacation, you don't have to worry about repurchasing your products or buying more travel size containers to refill them. This is more than enough product for morning and evening for 3 months.
Awesome. And the
Yeah, thank
TSA,
you.
the TSA thing, that's a big deal too. If you're doing a carry on.
Absolutely. And I'm a carry-on girl myself. I hate checking bags. I hate what that means when I get off of a flight that I can't just go to my final destination. I love a carry-on, and these have saved me tremendously in being able to pack and go. And also as someone who's thrown away some really nice skincare products and perfumes at TSA or at the security check because it was too large, this is a game changer for me, like truly and honestly a game changer.
Awesome. And
Yeah.
do you have anybody else competing with you in this category?
There's always competition in this category. My biggest competitors are people, or rather companies who sell like the travel size containers, the ones that you can refill that have like the magnetized tops where you can kind of change out the title of them. So you can have your cleanser, your shampoo, your conditioner. So those are always a competitor. Another competitor is anyone who's selling like um, solid products. So if you've ever heard of the company Lush, the soap bars, the shampoo bars, the lotion melts, that's a huge competitor for me. But the difference in those products is one, mine have their own packaging, so you don't have to buy like a separate travel case or container to keep them clean in between uses. This already has its own packaging. And two, because they're already microdosed, like they're pre-measured doses, you take as much as you need for your trip or for your carry-on, and you don't have to worry about overusing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so far the quality. What about the quality of your product besides the unique packaging? What's special about the quality of your product?
Thank you for asking, because I
You're
did forget to
welcome. You're
mention.
welcome.
These are 100% plant-based. So there are no preservatives, there's no plastics in there, there's no parabens, it's cruelty-free. And the dyes for these products, which I'll show you what the balm looks like, these are all plant-based dyes that I'm using to color my products as well. And there's no fragrances or synthetic scents. So if someone has sensitive skin or they're slightly irritated when they use products with colors and fragrances, they won't have that issue because this is plant-based color and there's no fragrances or scents in the products themselves.
Cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm getting an interview. I had a interview the other day with a lady who has a company called the Tampon Tribe.
Oh, interesting.
I
Do
learned
tell.
I learned more about periods in 30 minutes than I have
I
in.
bet you did.
I,
I
I,
mean, the
when I
name
first
says it
started
all.
when I first started interviewing her, I believe I was quite red and asking all these questions to go in, and I had a lot of fun.
Oh,
So,
nice.
so I assume you use your own products, correct?
I do. I've been using my own products off and on. Before this line was developed, I had another line of products that I was using that I developed as well. but I've turned all of my attention, energy, and time into developing these because I think it's one, it's a better product I think that I've created thus far. It's my best so far. And two, because of the issues it solves. The post recycling issue of where your product packaging ends up after use is a huge motivator for me because I really want to formulate products that aren't going to be considered waste in the future. Like there's a lot of waste in our landfills, and a lot of that could be reconverted into energy for the future. Don't know how that's going to happen, but there's so much potential in the landfill. And I don't want to continue to perpetuate that. So I really wanted to create something that wasn't going to be harmful for the environment, but also the travel aspect of it. No one wants to continue to double purchase your full size bottles plus your travel size bottles. You don't have to worry about that. It's one size only anyways with these. And you can take them wherever you go or you can use them at home. So you're not double purchasing.
Gotcha. And so far as
Yeah.
cost compared to what's your investment for your products and compared to other things?
So for my facial cleanser, this is $48 for 3 months of skincare. And for my facial balm, which is a moisturizer for those who are unsure what a balm is, this is $52. So you're looking at about 28 cents per wash or 27 cents per for moisture. So it's a really good deal, especially for what you're getting and the fact that you're not double purchasing full and travel size products to take your products with you on your trips. And you can also use it at home.
Gotcha.
And also the future of the products aren't going to be harmful.
And what else am I going to ask you? The I so you just use your products exclusively because you got really great skin, by the way.
Well, thank you. Yes, I do use my products exclusively. And actually, I only use the cleanser and the balm. And I have been for about 2 years now, just exclusively these two products. And
Have
I
you
have to
noticed
say,
have
what
you
was that?
noticed a difference in your skin since you've just gone to your two products?
I have actually. The biggest difference that I've noticed, which I think comes from the facial balm, is the minimized pores. My pores have gotten a lot smaller. And I know that's like really helpful for that kind of matte look, for that almost like you're wearing makeup but not wearing makeup
Hmm.
look. And I really think that comes from the niacinamide in the facial balm because I am using it daily.
Cool.
So that much I have noticed is smaller pores for me.
Awesome. Is there,
Yeah.
and you have a website, I assume, where people can order off your website?
Yes, that is noirskin.com. That's NWARSKIN.com.
And where did you come with the name more?
Well, long story short, my company used to be called Onyx Studios, but when I tried to trademark it, someone already had it. So I had 30 days to change it before, they came after me for copyright. So I wanted to stick with something that paid homage to my heritage of being a Black woman. And I've always loved the word noir, the French word noir. And of course, that was trademarked as well. So when I went to the dictionary, I looked up noir, the French spelling, and I saw the NWAR spelling next to it, which is the English pronunciation of the French word. And I was just like, that works. Noir
Awesome.
Studios it is, Noir
Awesome.
Skin.
Do you want, so if somebody chooses to try your product, do you have like samples or, oh my
You are
gosh.
asking all the right questions. I appreciate this. Thank you so much. Each product purchase comes with a sample packet of 6 free film strips for a 3-day trial. So you can, once you buy these products, it comes with a sample packet. You can try your sample packet first, and if you like it, you can open your box to see how it fits into your skincare routine. But this is a 3-day evergreen trial that I'm running for these products to get people to try them.
Awesome. Very cool.
Thank you.
So, you're welcome. I'm having a blast working with you here.
Thank
Um,
you.
and I can be your sales rep for a small commission.
I appreciate that. And I would take you up on that because I can use all the help I
Awesome.
can get.
So for people to get in touch with you, if they have questions, or how do people find out, or
Um,
and you're going into retail as well, you said?
yes, so I'm selling my products directly in store at Noir Studios, which is my private aesthetic studio that I have here in Chicago. But I'm also predominantly selling online on my website. And again, that's noirskin.com. And if people need to reach out to me, if they have questions, they can reach out to me via email at hello@NWÄR or excuse me, NWÄRSkin.com.
Awesome. Cool.
Hmm.
I also asked one question at the end of this, and my question to you is, what do you really love about life?
Ooh, what do I love about life? One thing I truly love about my life personally is I love laughing. If you haven't noticed, I'm always giggling, I'm always laughing. I love that about life because it's free and there's so much to be smiling and laughing about.
Awesome. One of the things I had come through some pretty tough times, and as I began to come through them, I said, you know what? I'm just going to start having fun for no reason.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And I said, when I start having fun for no reason, I bet you, within a short period of time, I'm going to have a lot of reason to have fun. So
Really cool.
I just started having fun for no reason. If I was in a, you ever see the Muppets, the Manamana song, Manamana,
Oh,
do do do.
yeah.
All right, right. So if I was in a, I wake up and like, I'll just start doing the Muppet song,
Okay.
Manamana, do 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 do. You know,
That's
and
actually a
I
good one.
found out that the Muppet song and a bad mood was like oil and vinegar. They couldn't stay mixed. It had to it couldn't do
One
the
had to
Muppets.
give up.
Yeah, one would have to give up.
That's a good way of putting it. That's a good way of putting it. I don't know. I think for me, the even if I'm in a bad mood, I'll think about like why I'm in a bad mood. And it's one of those things where it's like it's a short-lived
Mm,
experience, right? Like unless you choose to kind of hang on to it, it's a short-lived experience.
yeah,
But somewhere out of my mind, I'll think of an old meme or a funny video or something like that that I thought of that kind of relates to that, and I'll just start laughing. And I'm
yeah,
like, well, there goes that bad mood, right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
can't hang on to it for long.
It's like a fart in the wind. There it is, and oh, there it went.
It's actually really good. That's
Anyway,
a good one.
hey, thank you. Thank you. Well, Chandra, I really, really appreciate having you on here. Um,
Thank you.
my cheeks are getting rosy from laughing with you. So your laugh is contagious. So thank you very much for being on the show.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity.
You're welcome. Blessings.